Hi Whovians, Harry here, and Doctor Who is back. That is right, the first special of the Doctor Who 60th anniversaries recently released, and the Star Beast, it was just amazing and crazy and bonkers in the best way possible. Russell T Davies, David Tennant and Catherine Tate have returned, and it feels like they have not been away. Like, it feels like 2008 all over again, but in the best way possible. This episode was just insane, amazing, and crazy. And the reason why I am at a different place and the reason why this video has been a bit late out to you guys is that I have been working and I just haven't had the chance to sit down and record a video for you guys. But this is it. This is my review of, the first special of the Doctor Who 60th anniversary, The Star Beast. And of course, this is my review of, this special. But before we get into my review, don't forget to subscribe, also leave a like and comment down below, and let's get into the video. Of course, there will be spoiler warnings for The Star Beast in this video, so if you haven't watched it yet, go watch that episode, then come back to this video, because you're going to want to watch it because it's just amazing and crazy, and of course I will be spoiling it in this video. But let's get into it. So, I just think this episode, The Star Beast, was amazing. Again, it feels like a return to form for Russell T Davies, David Tennant and Catherine Tate. Again, it feels like they have not been away. It's just amazing. And the episode starts really weirdly because it starts with the 14th Doctor and Donna really just talking to the audience and catching up the audience on the events of Series 4. So obviously this is for new audiences. Like, if you haven't seen Series 4, this acts as like a kind of what you need to know for the Doctor Who 60th anniversaries. Because the main part of the 60th anniversaries, of course, that we're all here for, is the Doctor and Donna. And even though The Star Beast is an adaptation of a comic from, I think, the 80s, it is definitely, it is the main focus of this adaptation is the 14th Doctor and Donna and their relationship. Because, of course, that's what we all want to know. We want to know why David Tennant's face has come back. We want to know what happens if Donna remembers the Doctor. We want to know all that. So this is the main point of that episode. So this bit at the beginning is just to catch you up on it. And the title sequence, I want to say, is amazing. The music, really good, and it's a title sequence like we've never seen before. It's not just in a small time vortex like before. It's in a big, massive, whirling universe, and I just think it's amazing. We get the TARDIS in there. The TARDIS looks really good. I think it's really good. The title sequence, I think, is really amazing. But then we move on past that and we get into the main part of the episode where the Doctor arrives in Camden Market and he seems really happy with himself and he carries a kind of swagger throughout this episode, which I will touch on later. And he comes into contact quickly with Donna Noble when he sees her in distress, with struggling with boxes, and he helps her out and then realises it is Donna and tries to walk away, but she doesn't let him, and is just he's kind of put in his place by Donna, which she used to do a lot, and she was very good at, so it's nice to see that again. And then quickly, Donna calls over her daughter Rose, and of course the Doctor is really shocked by this at first. He's thinking it's his first travelling companion, Rose Tyler, but of course it is Donna's daughter. And then quickly after that, the Doctor and Rose see a spaceship crash. However, Donna has her back turned and misses it, just like she did every other invasion before she met the Doctor back in 2008. She missed every, invasion of, of Earth, of London, and she misses this spaceship crash land again, and it's just so funny. And quickly, the Doctor comes into contact with Sean Temple, which is Donna's husband. And they have this fun little scene when they're talking about Donna, and he asks, how does the Doctor know Donna? And, the Doctor says that he was a friend of Neris, which was, Donna's old frenemy back in 2008. well, actually back in the Christmas special, which was back in 2006. So there's kind of a fun little back and forth where it reveals that Neris has been in an accident. And then, of course, the Doctor comes into contact quickly with Unit, and Unit reveal that the spaceship didn't crash land, it actually landed, and it reminds me of the Slovene fake crash landing their spaceship in the Thames in Aliens of London and World War III. And then we come into contact with Ruth Madeley's character, Shirley Ann Bingham, and it is revealed that she has the Doctor's old job at Unit as a scientific advisor, and it's just so cool to see her. She gets some amazing scenes later in this episode, but then, of course, we cut away from that, and, well, actually, before we cut away from that, the Doctor has his Sonic, and he uses it to, like, create, like, a hologram screen, so that, think of Iron Man in the Avengers, where he has all these screens, and it's just weird, like, we've never seen the Sonic do that before, and later we see the Sonic produce force fields, and it's like, is the Sonic going to be overused? Can it just be a Deus Ex Machina now? Because it does a lot of things that the Sonic has never done, and it just feels a bit out of the realm of possibility when it does amazing things that it's never seen done before. I hope it doesn't become something like that, or at least if it is, that is only for Tennant's Doctor and not Ncuti's Doctor. But then when we cut away from the Doctor, we go to the Noble household, and as Rose enters the shed, the Sylvia and Donna have a lovely talk, because it is revealed that Rose is transgender, which I think we've known since this, but is finally revealed in this episode, and it is done so subtly that it feels like normal, which is amazing for Russell T Davies. He did an excellent job of including Rose as a trans person, because I have talked with people that realised that she was trans in that episode, but also completely missed that she was trans as well in that episode. So that is just amazing to see. That is so subtle that it just comes across as normal, which how it should always be. And Sylvia and Donna have this talk about how Sylvia sometimes she stumbles and slips up and maybe names Rose wrong, calls her by her boy name or calls him he, slips up, but still loves her and wants the best for her. And I just think it's really nice, and it shows how hard it is not only for the trans person, but also for the family around them, because even though they, of course they love them, and they want to include them, and they want them to feel their true, unique trans self, but they're human, so they can slip up and make mistakes. So I think that's really, really nice for Russell T Davies to include that, and that Sylvia and Rose are just trying to do their best and love Rose in any way they can. But of course, moving into the actual episode that the Star Beast gets its name from, the Star Beast is an adaptation of a novel, and in this there is the Meep, and basically he is the main character of that episode, or the main alien. And Rose quickly comes across the Meep and takes it, into her shed, until unfortunately Donna finds it and finds out that the Meep is a real alien. And then we get this fun scene of the Doctor arriving at the Noble household to make matters worse, and Sylvia, of course, wanting to keep the Doctor away from Donna, because if she ever remembers him, she will die. And it's just so funny, she does everything to keep him away. She slaps the Doctor when he first arrives, just like Jackie Tyler and Francine Jones before, just slapping the Doctor to keep him away from Donna, and even tries to shield the Doctor from Donna's view, because, of course, she doesn't want, obviously, Donna to die. And it feels like a kind of unique shift for Sylvia, because when we first saw her back in 2008, she was kind of putting down Donna, and it didn't feel like a true love for her daughter. But in this episode, it does feel like a true love for her. and she feels like she loves her very much. And I just think that's a cool character shift, just showing her how she's kind of really got closer to Donna, and protecting her more. From her time when Donna obviously had to leave the TARDIS, and like Sylvia has kind of grown closer in that time and nicer to her daughter, and I just think that's really nice to include. But of course, things are all breaking loose, and it just becomes insane and crazy because there is the Doctor there. The Meep is also in the room, and everyone's going crazy. Of course, Sylvia is trying to get the Meep and the Doctor away from Donna. Donna is freaking out about who the Doctor is, about who the Meep is, and Rose is freaking out that her mum and grandmother have found the Meep. But it is such comedy when Sean enters the room. He's like, "Hi," and everyone just stops what they're doing and looks at him, even though there was such craziness going on with the Doctor being there and the Meep being there. However, it quickly calms down after that, and Donna doesn't seem to remember the Doctor, even though that he is there with his David Tennant 10th Doctor face, and there is an alien there, and she kind of, she lasts until, the final 10 minutes of the episode seeing all this, but not remembering the Doctor, and it's like, come on, do you seriously expect us to believe she did not remember who the Doctor was until, the final 10 minutes of the episode? It just seems like Donna... It seems like she should have remembered way earlier, and that the meta-crisis side of her should have had to activate way sooner. It's a bit bad, really. I mean, she should have known pretty much straight away. But she doesn't, and of course the Doctor is like, oh, well, I should probably save the Meep. And then, unfortunately, though, the Wraith Warriors and the unit soldiers that have been brainwashed, unit soldiers have been brainwashed, enter, Donna's house and start shooting up the place. And as I said before, the Doctor literally, with his sonic screwdriver, draws force fields to protect them from the unit soldiers' guns and the Wrath Warrior guns as well. And it's just like, seriously? The screwdriver is basically an insane weapon now? I don't want to go on about bad things, but come on. The screwdriver can literally draw force fields now? That is a bit outlandish. However, they do use the force fields to escape, and however, it is quickly revealed that once they are in away from the Wraith Warriors and the unit soldiers, that the Doctor knows that Meep is evil, and Meep reveals himself once the Doctor brings the Wraith Warriors to the location that the Meep is evil. He reveals himself as evil and kills the Wraith Warriors, and with the help of his brainwashed unit soldiers, he kidnaps the Doctor and the whole noble family. And the Meep transports them all back to the unit base where the spaceship crash landed, and Ruth Madley actually breaks them free, and it's amazing because she has darts in her wheelchair and also rocket launchers, and it's just great for a disabled character to be such a badass, and it's amazing. She is amazing in this episode. She doesn't have a lot of screen time, but the screen time Ruth Madley's Shirley Ann Bingham does have is used fantastically. She is amazing, and it's just amazing. And they manage to escape, and Ruth Madley leads the noble family to freedom so they can escape. But Donna actually shuts the door with the rest of her family on the other side and goes, "I have to have the Doctor." And of course, she calls the Doctor, and Sylvia is really worried now because she can, of course, remember at least that David Tennant's 14th Doctor is called the Doctor. but she can't remember everything. However, David Tennant is trying to stop Beep the Meep from taking off in his spaceship, because it will destroy the planet as well, because he has like a drill in his spaceship that will rip the world apart. And he's trying to stop everything, but unfortunately Beep's ship activates and the drill burrows and it like tears apart streets in London, and Donna is starting to remember him, and he reveals that he had implanted an activation code in Donna, that if he was ever, if the world was ever in danger and he had to like kind of save the world, he had the Metacrisis, the Time Lord part of Donna, hidden away but ready for activation. And he activates her once she gives consent that she doesn't care if she dies, she just wants to save the world and her family. So they manage to save the world and stop Beep the Meep ship from taking off, and he needs Donna because Beep closed the door so that the Doctor couldn't press all the buttons to stop Beep's ship from taking off. However, fortunately they do stop it, and something a little bad, like once they stop the ship and the drill comes up from the ground like just merges back together, like it wasn't just torn apart like a couple of minutes ago, which again is a bit bad. However, unfortunately, Donna dies. He manages to stop Beep's ship from taking off and stop Beep from tearing apart London, but he can't save Donna, and she dies. Or does she? Suddenly, she wakes up saying David Tennant's what, and it is revealed that Rose has a Time Lord heart as well. She is part Time Lord, just like Donna, because the Metacrisis got passed through the womb when Donna was pregnant into Rose, and now Rose is part Time Lord as well. And she saves the Doctor from Beep the Meep, like kind of ejecting him from, stopping him from doing anything bad. And it's just great to see Rose acting like the Donna and Doctor acting like the Donna, it being the Doctor Donna and the Doctor Rose. It's just crazy that there's, again, 3 Doctors like in The Stolen Earth and Journey's End. It's just amazing. And they eventually deal with the Meep by the Doctor ejecting him from his ship, but settling him down in a parachute so the Wraith Warriors can take him and, lock him up in prison. And he does cryptically tease a boss, like the boss that would pay high price and do anything for a species with 2 hearts, which of course a Time Lord has 2 hearts. But then Beep is taken away by the Wrath Warriors, and then we've just got to deal with Donna and Rose having the heart of the Time Lord, because of course they can't carry on having the Metacrisis in their brain because eventually it will kill them. However, they say since they're women, they can just let it go, which is a bit bad. Like, they even take the mick of David Tennant being a white man, that he could never let the power of the Doctor go. And maybe it's just because he's the Doctor and it's David Tennant and he's the most famed Doctor, and that's what they're poking fun at. But it does be like they say, your woman incarnation would understand this. She would know that we can just let it go. And it's like, Donna, if you could let the Metacrisis go, why didn't you do that in 2008? And every other person who I have talked with has agreed with me that if they could just let the Metacrisis go, why didn't Donna do that back in 2008? But again, it's just a way to quickly get it resolved. Hopefully it gets resolved in a better way in the 2 other specials, either Wild Blue Yonder or The Giggle, because it just feels like, it's like Let It Go. Like, is that a Frozen reference? But they just let it go. And that's it solved. And then, of course, with Beep the Meep dealt with, and the Wrath Warriors taking him as prisoner, and the meta crisis being resolved, being cleared from Donna's mind and Rose's mind, they come back, to his TARDIS, and he says to Donna, "Do you want one last trip?" And after some praying, just say, "Oh, can we go see Wolf?" Because Wolf and Bernard Cribbins, even though he died recently, he filmed some scenes for the Doctor Who 60th anniversary specials, and it's revealed that he is alive and that Kate Stewart, the head of unit, is taking care of him, which is really nice. They say that they want to go see Wolf, and they take off in the TARDIS, and it is revealed the TARDIS has a new appearance. And I want to say, this is one of the best TARDISes ever. It's so good. And the Doctor gleefully runs about with it, and they jump up and down and are so excited about it. My reaction to the TARDIS is exactly like the Doctor and Donna's reaction to the new TARDIS. It is amazing. It's so good, of course. So originally he had 13's TARDIS interior up until this point, and it is just so good. And it also has a coffee machine, which is the first for the TARDIS. And Donna reveals that she actually got fired for pouring coffee over the printer at her work. That's why she got fired from her job. And guess what? She pours coffee all over the TARDIS, and it makes it go haywire and burn up. That's how the TARDIS becomes like that in Wild Blue Yonder. That's why the TARDIS runs away. That's why it's going haywire. That is why it's burning. Which is a bit of a letdown. But, as I said, I think this episode was bonkers and crazy, but in the best way possible. Yes, there are some, downsides of, the reason the TARDIS burns is because Donna chucked coffee over it, that the, Donna and Rose can just let the time vortex go. Beep the Meep and the Wraith Warriors kind of become secondary to the Doctor and Donna's relationship. But again, I think it was amazing. It is the best Doctor Who content we have had in years. And I really mean it. And it does feel like a return to form. It feels like we are maybe entering a second golden age for Doctor Who. And of course, I will have videos coming out later this week, probably back in my usual setting, and it will be going over all the hidden Easter eggs and details in the Star Beast, as well as all the hidden Easter eggs and details in the Doctor Who 50th anniversary special, Day of the Doctor, and if I have time, I will be going over predictions for Wild Blue Yonder, and that video going over my reaction to Wild Blue Yonder will be coming out a bit later as well, because I'm going out on that date. So I won't have time to record a video straight away like I did for the Star Beast, because with the Star Beast, I'll be busy. I won't have time, unfortunately. But make sure to subscribe, because it's coming out here. And if I had to assign a score for the Star Beast, I'd probably put 8 out of 10. It was good, but not perfect. But yeah, it does feel like a return to form. It feels like an amazing Doctor Who episode. And if what Russell T Davies says is true, the next 2 episodes are going to be even better. And I can't wait for it. And if you want to hear all my thoughts on it and my breakdown, make sure to subscribe to the channel. Also, comment down below, what did you think of this episode? And are you excited for Wild Blue Yonder and the Giggle? And also, if you like this video, don't forget to leave a like, also subscribe and share it out. And I will see you in the next one.